The night is quiet, but the drama, oh darling, it's never been louder. You may have forgotten all about your favorite nighttime soaps, but Miss Kane, she never did. She's been watching all the affairs, the betrayals, and the big hair, and now she's here to tell you everything you missed, or perhaps just forgot. This is Drama After Dark. Slip into something comfortable, and let's catch you up.
Don't just watch the scandal, darling. Subscribe and join the drama every Friday.
If you're new here, darling, welcome to Drama After Dark. And if you've been watching with me for a while, well, it's good to see you again. Around here, we revisit the golden age of nighttime soaps, one episode at a time, the power plays, the betrayals, and the spectacularly bad decisions that made these shows absolutely unforgettable. Tonight, we're heading back to South Fork for another chapter of Dallas. So settle in, love. This one gets rather interesting.
A baby is finally home, but not everyone knows just where they belong. Feelings are shifting, lines are starting to blur, and some truths, they're still sitting just beneath the surface. Because in this family, darling, love and loyalty don't always go hand in hand. And just when things start to settle, the past has a way of showing up, right at your front door. So while some are still trying to figure out where they stand, others are coming back, with unfinished business, and a history that never really let go. Because in this world, some stories don't stay in Dallas, and some relationships are never really over.
Well, Bobby's already in that pool before breakfast, swimming like he can outpace whatever's been bothering Pam. But the problem is, she's already up too, and that's not a good sign. See, Pam didn't sleep. She was up with the baby, Sue Ellen's baby, and Bobby clocks it immediately. Now at first, he tries to keep it light, but Bobby's not stupid. He saw her in that nursery, sitting there, holding that child like it belonged to her. And that's when it shifts. Because Bobby reminds her, real quick, that baby already has a mother, and it's not her. Pam pushes back, but not hard enough. And that's what's bothering him. Because now he's looking at her like, you say you want a baby, but every time we get close to it, you pull back. And Bobby, he's done guessing. He wants a reason. Pam starts to answer, but before she can even get the words out, here come Jock and Miss Ellie, ready for breakfast like nothing in this house is ever complicated. And Pam? Oh, she takes that opening. Quick exit, no explanation, no answers. Just gone. Now out on that patio. Jock's already planning his day like he's got a full schedule of spoiling that baby, and Miss Ellie's trying to slow him down. But let's be honest, Jock Ewing has never done anything halfway. Meanwhile, Pan makes her escape official, off to work, still avoiding the one conversation that actually matters. And Bobby? He's left standing there, with more questions than he had before he got in that pool. Now, Pam doesn't just run off to work. No, darling. She runs straight to that phone, calling her father's doctor and asking for an appointment like it simply can't wait. She says she feels fine, but anytime somebody says that, well, they just aren't, are they? No explanation, just another secret she's not quite ready to share. Back at the ranch, bless his heart, Bobby's trying to stay busy, talking cattle, numbers, anything but his marriage. And Miss Ellie, oh, she can already tell this isn't about the herd. Jock's off in Dallas with JR, dealing with those Barnes folk, and Bobby, well, he just can't hide the sarcasm about it, can he? That's when it shifts. Miss Ellie, ever so wise, reminds him Pan probably feels the same way about the Ewings. And Bobby, he doesn't argue it. He just admits he don't know what Pam's thinking anymore. So now he's asking the real question, the one that truly matters. How do you make a marriage work when you can't agree on what matters most? Miss Ellie, she keeps it simple, doesn't she? Marriage isn't about not fighting, it's about staying. But no matter how long you're married, part of you always belongs to where you came from. And just like that, Pam isn't just his wife, she's a Barnes too. Bobby tries to walk it back, but he's still stuck, bless his heart. They're not on the same page, and he doesn't know why. So he does what he's always done, goes to his mother. Because for Bobby, it's always been Miss Ellie and Gary. When Pam pulls out of Southall, she's not the only one on that road, oh no. Sitting off to the side, darling, is a familiar face, watching, waiting. But it's not until Lucy heads out for school that the car finally moves and follows her. Lucy barely gets out before she hears it, her mother calling her name. And just like that, all that attitude comes right back, doesn't it? Because Lucy's not surprised, she's defensive. Val says she came to see her, but Lucy's not buying it. No, she isn't. In her mind, her mother didn't come back for love. She came back for money, and she's not about to fall for that again. But while Lucy's shutting her out, Pam's finally getting answers. At the doctor's office, the truth comes out. Dear, she may not have symptoms, but she carries the disease. And worse than that, she could pass it on. Meaning any child she has could be fine or not survive at all. And just like that, everything Bobby's been questioning finally makes sense. Because this is never about not wanting a baby. It was about being terrified of what that baby might inherit. And the hardest part, it's not just her burden, sweetie. It's something the Barnes family carries. Now, over in Dallas, Jock and JR are sitting down with their lawyers. And darling, for once, this isn't business as usual. Because every time Ewing Oil tries to drill, the OLM shuts it down. And somehow, it always seems to hit right where the Ewings have leases. Now, officially, it's not just them. Other drilling's getting stopped too. But just enough to make it look fair. And everybody in that room knows exactly who's behind it. Cliff Barnes. The problem is, legally, he hasn't done a thing wrong. The courts are backing him, the environmental groups are backing him, and there's not an injunction in sight. So now the question becomes, if you can't stop him in court, how do you stop him? Bribery gets floated and shut down just as fast. Because Cliff doesn't want money. He wants power. And JR? He clocks that immediately. Because Cliff Barnes doesn't just want to win. He wants to be chosen, to be seen, to be in charge. So when the idea gets tossed out, half joking, about putting Cliff back into politics, JR doesn't laugh. He listens. Because if there's one thing more dangerous than Cliff Barnes with authority, it's Cliff Barnes chasing something bigger. Oh, Val's still waiting by that car, bless her heart. But Lucy? Oh, she ain't coming back soft, not this time. Because in Lucy's mind, her mother didn't come back for her. No, she came back for money. And no matter what Val says, Lucy's just not ready to believe anything that sounds like love. Val tries, bless her. She explains, she reaches out, she even says all the right things. But Lucy, oh, she shuts every single door. Because for her, darling, this isn't about what her mother says. It's about what she did. She left. And what Lucy can't risk, not for all the oil in Texas, is letting herself believe again, only to be left all over again. So when Val tries to hold on, Lucy makes it crystal clear. Don't. Don't you dare come back. Don't you try. Don't you make me feel like I have a mother just so you can disappear again. And just like that, Lucy walks away, leaving Val standing there with nothing but the weight of everything she didn't fix. But Val doesn't leave. No, because if Lucy won't listen, well, she'll just find someone who will, won't she? Meanwhile, back at Ewing Oil, Bobby's just going through the motions when he gets a call. No name, just urgency. And when he picks up, it's now. Careful, cautious, making sure JR isn't anywhere around. Oh no. She doesn't explain everything, but she doesn't have to, does she? She just needs to see him. Not at South Fork, not at the office, somewhere quiet, somewhere safe. And Bobby, bless his heart, doesn't hesitate. Because some names, oh honey, you just don't ignore. Right then, by the time Pam makes it back to South Fork, she's been gone all day. And oh, Miss Ellie can certainly tell something's off, can't she? There's a message waiting for her. And when Pam calls the doctor back, well, she's expecting answers about the disease, isn't she? But darling, she gets something else. Because before anything else, the doctor tells her one thing for sure. She's pregnant. And just like that, everything changes. Not simpler, not better, no. just heavier.
The drama sparkles best when you're part of it. Subscribe and stay close, like a whispered secret. Leave a comment, tell us what has you gasping, because every scandal deserves an audience.
Now back in the house, bless his heart, Bobby has no idea. He hears Pam's not feeling well, goes in to check on her, and bless him, he's trying, isn't he? He even apologizes for pushing her earlier, says he won't pressure her about having a baby anymore. And that right there, oh, that's what makes it harder, isn't it? Because Pam knows now, more than ever, how much this means to him. So when she finally speaks, she tells him the truth, just not all of it, you see. That she wants a child, that she's always wanted one, that she'd give anything to have a little boy just like him. And Bobby hears it. But oh, he also hears what's missing, because whatever's stopping her, she's still not saying it, is she? And now, with everything she's carrying, she's running out of time to keep it to herself. Later that night, JR's getting ready for dinner, like everything's normal. But darling, Sue Ellen's already setting the tone. Because between her mother showing up and that baby sister coming with her, there's already tension in the air before anybody even sits down. And Sue Ellen knows exactly where to hit him. That baby. Because every time Jock looks at Little John with pride, JR's gonna be wondering, does that child really look like him? Or Cliff Barnes? And just like that, the room shifts. Because Sue Ellen may be sober, but now she's sharp. And JR would almost rather have her drunk than talking like that. By the next morning, he's back at the office, and now it's all business. Sitting across from Alan, JR starts connecting the dots. If Cliff Barnes runs for office, he'd have to resign from the OLN. And that's all JR needs to hear. Because Cliff doesn't just want power, he wants to be chosen. And Alan's right there with him, thinking it through. Money, influence, support. Not to elect Cliff, but to make him believe he can win. Because once Cliff steps down, that support, it can disappear just as fast as it showed up. And Alan understands exactly what that means. Because JR isn't trying to beat Cliff Barnes. He's trying to move him right off the board. Ham, bless her heart, she goes back to the doctor, don't she? Oh, she's hoping for something different this time. Something clearer, something better. But oh, honey, this time, there's no uncertainty left, is there? She's pregnant. And worse than that, there's just no way to know if the baby will be healthy. No test, no early answer. Just months of waiting, darling, and the possibility that a child might not survive at all. So now the question isn't if she wants a baby, is it? It's whether she can live with the risk. Because, you see, one option means carrying that fear every single day. And the other means ending the pregnancy before Bobby ever knows. And for Pam, neither of those feels like something she can survive. So she turns to the only person she thinks might understand, Cliff. Oh, she tells him everything. The pregnancy, the disease, the possibility of losing the baby. And when she says she's thinking about an abortion, Cliff, bless his cotton socks, he doesn't dismiss her. But he doesn't support the decision either, does he? He pushes back, tells her she can't make a choice like that alone, that she simply has to tell Bobby. And that's exactly what she can't do, is it? Because in her mind, telling Bobby doesn't help the baby, it just breaks him too. So now Pam's left with a decision she never wanted to make, and no way to make it without hurting someone she loves.
Oh, the drama!
Well, Bobby, darling, he meets with Val, and it's just crystal clear she didn't just come back for Lucy. Oh no, she came back with hope, because she's been talking to Gary. He's sober now, bless his heart. He's working, trying to rebuild, and for the first time, she thinks maybe there's a chance they could be something again. But Bobby, bless his heart, he doesn't get swept up in all that. Because he remembers what Lucy went through. And getting her hopes up again? Oh, that's a risk he's not sure she can survive twice, is it? Still, Val, she doesn't ask for promises. No, just a chance. And Bobby, he agrees to help, but carefully, mind you. So later, Bobby, he goes to Lucy, and he goes alone. Out on that football field she's practicing, focused, in control, right where she feels strongest, you see. And when Bobby approaches, she's warm with him, until he says Val's name. And just like that, darling, the wall goes right back up. Because Lucy, well, she's not interested in explanations, not from her mother, and certainly not through Bobby. She shuts it down fast, makes it clear she's not doing this again. No, not getting her hopes up, not letting herself be pulled back in. So Bobby, he backs off. For now. But what Lucy doesn't see, oh no, is who's watching. Up in the stands, JR is sitting back, taking it all in. Not saying a word, mind you, but seeing more than he's supposed to. Because Val, she wanted to stay invisible, didn't she? And now, JR knows she's back. Oh, he knows. Pam, bless her heart, sits down with Miss Ellie, trying to sound ever so casual. But honey, everything she's asking, it's got such weight behind it, doesn't it? Because what starts as a simple little chat about babies turns into something much, much bigger. Pam isn't really asking about children. No, she's asking what a marriage looks like without him. And Miss Ellie, oh, she gives her the truth, plain and simple. Children bring joy, yes, darling, but also pain. And a marriage? Well, that's built on something far deeper than just having a family. She makes it clear, you see, that what she had with Jock, it would have survived either way, because it was built on love and honesty first. And that, my dears, that lands with Pam, because now she sees it differently, doesn't she? This isn't just about having a baby, it's about what her marriage can survive, and what it simply can't. Meanwhile, at the office, JR is already moving pieces. He and Jock are still focused on that Cliff Barnes. But now JR has a strategy. Push pressure from Austin, make things just ever so uncomfortable, and force Liv into making a move. And that's where Bobby comes in. Because JR suggests sending him down there, to start calling in favors, stirring things up just enough to shake Barnes loose. Jock agrees, he sees the logic in it. But Bobby, well, he isn't so quick to jump, is he? He pushes back, not fully buying it, not ready to drop everything on JR's timing. And that hesitation? Oh, JR clocks it, all right. Because this isn't just about business, you see. It's about keeping Bobby busy and completely out of the way, while JR handles things his own way. Oh, honey, Lucy tries to slip out early, thinking she can avoid everything. But Bobby's already waiting on the patio, bless his heart. Because he's not letting this go. Not one bit. He pushes her, gently but firmly, until she finally gives in just enough to agree to meet Val later that day. Not now, but not never either. And for Bobby, well, that's a start, isn't it? But in town, Val's already facing something else entirely, darling. Because when that knock comes at the door, it's not Lucy. Oh no, it's JR. And he wastes no time reminding her exactly who he is. The threats, the control, the assumption that she came back for money, it's all there. Every bit of it. He tries to run her out of town before she can even get close to Lucy again. But this time, Val doesn't back down. Not a chance. Because she's got nothing left to lose except her daughter, and she's not walking away from that again, darling. And just when JR thinks he's won, Bobby walks in. With Lucy. And in that moment, everything shifts, doesn't it? Because Lucy chooses to stay. She thanks her mother, apologizes, and for the first time, she lets herself be vulnerable. Not rushing to fix everything, but willing to start somewhere. Not as mother and daughter just yet, but as two people trying to find their way back. And just like that, what started as distance ends with the door finally opening.
Well, wasn't that deliciously messy? Miss Kane walked you through the drama, and trust me, the secrets are just starting to spill. But don't think it's over, darling. There's always another scandal waiting in the shadows. This has been Drama After Dark. Until next time, we'll be watching. Will you?